Over the past 31 games, the Milwaukee Brewers have had the best record in all of baseball with a record of 22-9. The A's, 21-10, coming off a 3-game sweep over the best team in the American League, the Detroit Tigers. We got all that and more today on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. I am your host, Booney, one name, all passion, and I've been an A's fan for over 40 years now. And I've seen it all. Ricky, the Bash Brothers, the Big Three, that thing they called Mount Davis, the saga of Howard Terminal, and yes, finally, I have now seen a sweep at Sutter Health Ballpark in West Sacramento. And on today's episode of Locked On A's, we're covering it all, including the 2026 MLB schedule got released yesterday. We will take a look at that. How about 22-year-old rookie Luis Morales has been absolutely dominant since he has been called up from AAA. And one particular host, I'm not going to say any names, wasn't very accurate in his original take when Morales was brought up. First, the A's defeated the Detroit Tigers last night 7-0, completing the first sweep ever for the A's at Sutter Health Ballpark. We have all that coming up for you and more on today's show. And as always, I appreciate you making Locked On A's your first listen of the day. Today's episode is brought to you in part by FanDuel. Football season is around the corner. Visit the FanDuel app today and start planning your futures bet now. Last night, the A's made a massive statement, completing a dominant 3-game sweep over the first-place Detroit Tigers. That's right. The team that entered this series with the best record in the American League got steamrolled by the red-hot A's. The Tigers were sitting pretty at the top of the AL standings, but the A's, they have been quietly one of the hottest teams in baseball over the past month. Since July 24th, they have racked up a record of 21-10, second best in all of Major League Baseball, just a hair behind the Milwaukee Brewers, who were at 22-9. And last night's 7-0 victory at Sutter Health Park, it was the perfect exclamation point to a statement series. Let's talk about last night's game because it was a masterclass in everything that's been going right for this young and talented A's squad. First, the pitching. And folks, we have to talk about Luis Morales. This kid is just 22 years old, and he's already looking like he belongs on a big league mound. Last night, Morales, 7 scoreless innings, 7 Ks, 2 hits. And he did it all on just 91 pitches against a powerful Detroit lineup, the best in the American League. Are you kidding me? What's even more impressive is how Morales stayed cool under pressure. The Tigers had their chances, but Morales kept his composure and got some huge help from his defense. How about Zach Geloff in the second inning, making a leaping grab at second base to save a run? Absolute robbery. And then Lawrence Butler laid out for a diving catch in the 7th to keep Detroit off the board. Plays like those are what make this team so exciting right now. And they are playing with heart, hustle, and grit. The A's offense has been on fire lately. And while their usual suspects, Nick Kurtz, Shea Langeliers, have been carrying the load, last night it was Zach Geloff. How good did that feel? Geloff stole the show. After struggling in his first 2 games since he's been called back up, Geloff absolutely erupted. He crushed his first home run of the season, a 2-run shot in the second inning, and later added a 2-run double in the 8th to finish with 4 RBIs on the night. Talk about stepping up when your team needs you. Manager Mark Kotsay had nothing but praise for Geloff after the game, saying, quote unquote, "I couldn't be more proud of the kid." And honestly, same here. This is what makes baseball so special. Watching young players seize their moment and deliver in big games. Geloff's performance last night wasn't just big, it was big for his entire team. Now, let's zoom out for a second because this sweep wasn't just about one game or one series. It's about what this team is becoming. Remember back on July 25th when Nick Kurtz hit his 4 home runs in a single game against the Astros? That series against Houston was when everything started to click for the A's. They pulled off a stunning 4-game sweep of Houston, and since then, they have won 7 of their last 10 series. That's just not a hot streak. That's a team finding its identity. And let me tell you, this identity is built on pitching and power. Since July 24th, the A's pitching staff has posted an ERA of 3.40, third best in the majors over that span. And their offense, they've scored the 3rd most runs in baseball during that same stretch. It's not just one guy doing all the work either. It's a collective effort from their core 4 hitters: Kurtz, Langeliers, Rooker, Soderstrom. And you add in performances like Geloff's last night, and you've got a lineup that can do some serious damage. But here is what gets me most excited. This team isn't just winning games. They are building momentum for something bigger. September is going to be a huge test for them. They've got 15 games against playoff contending teams like the Red Sox, the Reds, the Astros, and Royals. Those games will be tough, no doubt about it. But if they can keep playing like this, if Morales keeps dealing, if Geloff keeps raking, if the defense keeps flashing leather, this team could carry some serious momentum into next season. Speaking of next season, Zach Geloff said something after last night's game that really stuck with me. He said, and I'm quoting here, "I would love to be in that situation of being in the lead of a division next year. I feel like we are a tight-knit team. It starts right now with this group." And you know what? He's absolutely right. The seeds for future success are being planted right now. This isn't just about finishing strong in 2023. This is about setting the tone for 2024 and beyond. So here we are, folks. The A's are no longer the team sitting at the bottom of the AL West. They have climbed out of the cellar and are now percentage points ahead of the Angels. They are showing fight. They are showing resilience. And more importantly, they are showing what they are capable of. The sweep over Detroit is just another chapter in what could be an incredible story for this young squad. You get outings like that from Luis Morales, you are going to be tough to beat. Speaking of Luis Morales, one host wasn't real excited about Morales being called up. Let's take a look at that. Up next. Hey, A's fans, are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code SEASON and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. You could make up to $300 a year just from buying the gas you already need. At first, I thought it was too good to be true, but it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Download the free Upside app now by using my limited time promo code SEASON for a limited time 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's promo code SEASON. Offers may vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. We have an important request. Locked On wants to hear from you. We have put together a survey to learn more about our listeners and make your favorite podcast even better. This is your chance to tell us what you like, what you don't, and answer questions about our advertising. Go to lockedonpodcast.com/survey to get started. Everyone who completes a survey will be entered for a chance to win one of 10 $100 Amazon gift cards. Again, that's lockedonpodcast.com/survey. You can also find the link in the show notes. Thanks for helping us out. Personally, guys, I didn't like Morales getting called up. That was my personal opinion. I have an old school thinking, just like you need to earn it, right? And Morales, for me, hasn't earned it. He has not dominated AAA. He still has an ERA well in the mid fours. Sure, he's been great of late out of the pen, but tonight was the same old Luis Morales I've seen all year. He lacked command. He lacked control. He got hit hard. He was lucky only to give up 3 hits and 1 run. He got hit real hard tonight. Listen, it was his major league debut. I'm not going to be hard on the kid. I'm not at all. I just don't think he was ready to come up. You got to dominate AAA before you earn the right to come up. That's me. Morales' Vegas number are squeezed by 2 starts where he gave up 6 earned runs. His other 14 appearances have been nice. I hear you, Siphon. I know. I've seen those start, but it's the same thing. When he's come in relief, he's been good. But his line is he's giving up a lot of hits. He's walking a lot of guys. He's getting out of a lot of innings. I think his numbers represent who he is as a pitcher. Like I said, he could easily prove me wrong. I hope he does. I hope he is ready. And I hope he dominates. Tonight, it didn't look like he was ready. He came in, he got ahead of Gurriel right off the bat, 0-2, and he tried to blow a fastball by a major league hitter, and Gurriel just absolutely smoked it. There was a number of other balls, too, that were hit extremely hard. Listen, I'm rooting for Morales. He's 21 years old, and I hope he proves me wrong. I don't think he is ready. Siphon, I'll admit you're the man, and you got it right, and I won't if he does. What can I say? When you're wrong, you're wrong. And yeah, I will admit I am absolutely wrong when it comes to Luis Morales. I've been watching Luis Morales consistently since last year when he pitched in Lansing. And I watched him consistently this year. And for me, when I watched Luis Morales, he reminded me of Joe Boyle. He would look fantastic for an inning, 2 innings. He had electric stuff. When he struck a batter out, he dominated the batter. You thought in your head, this kid is the next coming. And then the walks. And then getting hit hard. I mean, in 2023, he was in low-A Stockton. 5 games started. 16 and a third innings, 13 hits, 8 runs, 4 earned, 8 walks, 18 strikeouts, a 2.20 ERA. In 2023, he got bumped up to high A Lansing. 2 games started, 7 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 8 walks, 3 strikeouts, 3.52 ERA. I started watching him last year. High A Lansing. 22 games started, 22 games total, 81 innings, 71 hits, 39 runs, 38 of them earned, 4.22 ERA. Double A this year. In Midland, 8 games started, 42 and a third, 28 hits, 15 runs, 14 earned, 15 walks, 53 strikeouts. In AAA, 39 innings, in AAA this year, 47 innings, 39 hits, 23 runs, all earned, 20 walks, 54 strikeouts. Like I said, Luis Morales to me was a Joe Boyle. Looked fantastic when he was going good. But he would always have that inning where control became a problem. He'd walk a couple batters, he'd get behind on a hitter, and then boom, the big hit that would hit him for 3 or 4 or 5 runs. And I was never sold on Luis Morales. I didn't think he was ready. And watching him now, it seems like he has turned it up a notch. His breaking ball has a little bit more bite. His fastball has a little bit more life. His control, he's dotting corners. He's pinpoint with his accuracy. He knows exactly where the ball is going. And he's been incredibly dominant so far. I couldn't be more wrong about Luis Morales and how he is pitching. So far in 2025, since he has been called up, he has appeared in 5 games. He has started 4 of them. He's 2-0. He's pitched 22 2/3 innings. He's allowed 12 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He's walked 10, and he has struck out 22. That is an ERA of 1.19. His first start came in Baltimore. He went 2 2/3 innings, 57 pitches. He walked 5, 4 strikeouts. He didn't allow a run. His next start came against the Angels. 5 innings, 87 pitches, 5 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. His next start, and this wasn't easy. You're going to Seattle. If you had to pick one game where it just kind of took him to a new level, it was this one. 6 innings, 97 pitches, 2 hits, 1 run, 6 strikeouts against one of the best lineups in baseball, who's been absolutely mashing it as of late, the Mariners. And last night, 7 innings, 91 pitches, 2 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. I mean, are you kidding me? So yeah, I'm absolutely wrong on Luis Morales. He has been absolutely electric, and it looks like it's stuff that will last. His command's been phenomenal. And if you remember that start against Seattle, he was getting squeezed. He was getting absolutely squeezed in the strike zone. He was dotting corners and not getting calls. He's been fantastic. Luis Morales is somebody to get extremely, extremely excited about. I couldn't be any more wrong about a pitcher. And come 2026, one thing is for sure, you can guarantee that Luis Morales will be in the starting rotation. Speaking of 2026, MLB has released the 2026 schedule. And the A's need to get off to a decent start, or at least have a decent May for once. We'll go through the schedule up next. There is nothing like catching a baseball game live. The energy, the crowd, the chance to see your team in person. But actually, getting tickets, that's the tough part. Queues, login screens, surprise fees. It takes all the fun out of it. That's why I use Game Time, the app that gives the advantage back to the fans. Game Time is fast, easy, and backed by the Game Time guarantee. You will always get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time and at the best price. Plus, all the fees are included. So the price you see is the price you pay. The app made it super simple. I could even see the exact view from my seat before buying. Fees are included. Know your total up front with no surprise fees at checkout. I love zone deals too. Pick the section, Game Time picks the seats, and you save big. Honestly, it's faster, cheaper, and less stressful than any other way I have bought tickets. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, that's promo code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket. Go. Download Game Time today. 2026 Major League Baseball schedule got released yesterday. And as exciting as this run has been for the A's, and it has been very, very exciting, I am cautiously optimistic. And here's what I mean. This isn't anything new for the A's playing great ball in the second half. And you have to understand, when a team has expectations versus a team that is playing from behind or completely out of the race, you play differently. Yes, is the new crop of kids, the Jacob Wilsons, the Nick Kurtz, the Luis Morales, are they an exciting bunch? 100%. But I say it again, I am cautiously optimistic. And this isn't anything new. In 2024, the A's going into play on May 5th had a record of 17-17. They started 2024 off horribly, fought back, got back to 500. On June 17th, they were 26-48. 9-31 over that run. Now, the 2025 A's had a win on May 5th, 20-16. It was game 1 against the Mariners. And believe it or not, on June 6th, 23-40. I am about to cry as I am saying this. That is a 3-24 stretch. Now, let's compare 2025 to 2024 second halves. In 2024, in the month of July and August, the A's went into play July 1st with a record of 30-56. At the end of August, 59-77, a record of 29-21. The 2025 A's went into play July 1st with a record of 35-52. And as of today, have a record of 63-72. 28-20. Yeah, there are a couple games left in August. 29-21 in 2024. 28-20 in 2025. Scary. As we look into the 2026 schedule, it ain't easy. And it is imperative that the A's get off to a good start. One thing I was right about this year, I've been wrong about a lot. I had a sense of urgency at the very beginning. The thought and idea of like, hey, we drop a game here, we drop a game there at the beginning of the year, we have 162 games to play, is a bunch of BS. Every game is as important as the next. The A's, March 26th, go on the road, and they face the Blue Jays. 3 games set in Toronto. Playoff team. Right after that series, they visit Atlanta, and Atlanta's going to be 10 times better. We go to April. Home opener against the Astros for 3 games. Back on the road for a 6-game road trip where we visit the Yankees and we visit the Mets. Come back home for 7 games. 4 against the Rangers, 3 against the White Sox. On the road, 3 against the Mariners, 3 against the Rangers. Back home for 3 against the Royals. Out of all those series, the only series that I can say, hey, we're probably going to win 2 out of 3, or we're favored to win 2 out of 3, is the White Sox. May. God bless May. The Guardians come to Sacramento. Then we go on the road to visit the Phillies and the Orioles. The Orioles are going to be a lot better. Come back home, face the Cardinals and the Giants in Sacramento. We go on the road and we visit the Angels and the Padres. Mariners back in Sacramento, Yankees back in Sacramento. Let's hop over to June. We go to Wrigley and visit the Cubs, then to Houston. Then we have 6 games in Vegas, starting on Monday, June 8th, against the Brewers. Day off, 3 games against the Rockies, June 12th through the 14th. Go back to Sacramento, Pirates, Angels. Go to San Francisco for 3 against the Giants. Then to Anaheim for 3 against the Angels. The Dodgers come to Sacramento at the end of June, July 3rd through July 5th. The Marlins come to Sacramento. 4th of July is in Sacramento against the Marlins. Then we go to Detroit. We go to the White Sox. Then the All-Star game on July 14th in Philly. We come back home against the Nationals, on the road against the D-backs and the Twins. Back home for a 4-game set against the Red Sox and a 3-game set against the Tigers. We go to Cincinnati in August and Boston. Back home against Tampa and the Rangers. On the road against the Royals for a 4-game set. And Houston for 3. Back home against the Twins and Orioles. To begin September, we got a 3-game set against the Rangers. Then we go to Seattle for 4 games. Back home against Toronto for 3. Seattle for 3. Tampa on the road for 3. Cleveland for 3. And we finish off the year with a 2-game set against Anaheim and a 4-game set, which may be for the division, against Houston. I am cautiously optimistic. I will say it again. We have to get off to a good start. We have to play complete baseball throughout the year. The streak we had in 2024 and the streak we had in 2025 is absolute gut punches. And as excited as this run is, and it is, we're not here to be a feel-good story going into 2026. We're here to chase a playoff berth. We're here to go after a World Series title. Bottom line, we're stacking chips and we're building a dynasty. Don't forget that. Every game counts. And it starts with game 1 in Toronto next year. That's your 2026 schedule, guys. That's your 2026 schedule. And we have to play consistent ball. We have to play consistent ball. Tomorrow, I will be around for post-game show as the A's face the Rangers. I will be around for post-game. Hopefully we keep this good play going. We get the Rangers tomorrow, and we keep this party going, man. It's been a lot of fun, and looking forward to it. Believe it or not, guys, football is already here. College football. And for that, it is another big moment on Locked On. College football fans, Locked On and Fire TV present College Football Kickoff, your ultimate college football weekly preview. Drake Toll of Locked On Big 12 leads the conversation alongside 2-time AP Coach of the Year, Gary Patterson, former college star Jesse Holley, and Locked On's local experts. A college football preview only Locked On can do. Catch College Football Kickoff every Thursday throughout the season, only on Fire TV.